Vegans, welcome to another Monday Mind. And the mind is very powerful. Actually, not the mind. The mind. What you do in life can change your mind. Can change your mind and make you a tougher and stronger person of yourself. And if you know, guys, I've been abused. When I was a kid, I've been bullied. uh, Picked on. I've been picked on. This happened in the different schools I went. There was always something and someone, and that happened until about like 14 old. And something that I realized right now, the reason why people would picked on me, it was because I was clearly kind of, I believe, I was kind of scared of any confrontation, whether it was physical, or words wise as well. I would not want to have that confrontation. And I realized that came from the uh, more emotional abuse that I had from my father. There was some like physical abuse, but it wasn't really, uh, he wasn't beating me up, but sometimes, imposing his strength on me. Um, but I realized that I think that would be because I had this, stronger figure that was bullying me, right? Um, my main male figure in life that it was kind of, it was literally, um, and just to open quote unquote, like I don't want to picture my father as a bad person because he went through worst thing with his father. So I think it came from there. But anyway, the consequences were that I didn't feel confrontation, didn't feel confrontation, and this mindset, this fear, this inability to fight back that I always had was following me inside of my. And I don't know if you ever experienced this, but when I was in my dreams and I would have to fight, my punches would lose power all the time. I would punch, but nothing would happen with all my strength, and nothing would happen. And that reflection of my fears, but it was also fighting me. So imagine like your fear of fighting, and then you dream that you fight and you can't do nothing about it. And I never had like many fights in my life. Just when I was, as I said before, I was bullied and I'd been beaten up. So I guess part of this is that I was programmed to be a loser in fight, at least. I was absolutely programmed to be a loser. Everything for fight for me is just losing, losing, losing. And I think even to this day, like months ago, few months ago, a guy got upset because of a joke, very, not harmful joke, and I didn't mean with any bad intention. I knew the guy. We did activism together. It's fucking absent to take it bad. Maybe maybe you could say something about it. Well, I did actually, and I said, I didn't know to take it this way. You know, but I didn't mean anything bad. So the guy is not very good. He's a bit mental. he grabbed me. He grabbed my arm. And at that moment I freeze and pushed him away, and I turned my back to him and go away. Which anyway, I'm still think that violence should be avoided for sure. It's not like now. I think the best way to go about it, punching him in the face. The the thing is that I freeze inside. The reality, it's true that I don't want violence, but it's also that I need to recognize my feeling that I didn't want to fight. I didn't feel like I was ready, so that's why I ran away. And 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 that's why I wanted to start kickboxing, because I want to break through this fear. I wanted to break through this fear, and what kickboxing gave me was a safe space where to express violence, we can say, right? And guys, the anxiety I had when I stepped on that ring was crazy, but at the same time, I felt okay to do it. I felt ready. I'm being punched in the face hard. I mean, the guy was going after me seriously, took me out as well, and I stood up and fight again. It took me many times, because I was non-existent. I wasn't doing very good with what I've learned from the gym. So I experienced many hard punches on my face, and I punched him back. And turns out I punched very hard, because the guy really felt them. He was going down a few times. So here what happened. Few days ago, I dreamed of fighting, and I began to punch hard. and I don't know, that felt great. Not the fact that I was punching someone hard, but I don't know if you probably cannot relate to this, or maybe yes, or something similar, right? So maybe something similar, but it was a long time that this happened to me. I had many dreams, in the past, when I would fight, able to punch, and now I can. And I also feel my in in reality is much higher right now, because I went through that already. Of course, like street fight is much different. Again, I don't want to fight. But now I'm ready. I'm not scared. I know I can hurt. I know I can be hurt and still continue. It made me tougher in another way, like kickboxing. I feel like training made me disciplined, consistent, resilience, committed to progress. But fighting gives you something more. Fighting really helps you remove fear. Yeah, I think that's what it does. I think fighting helps you remove fear, or at least, yeah, I mean, probably not that fear. It helps you fight, helps you face fear and go through it anyway. you know I even have a different mindset towards is, I'm doing kickboxing, I'm going, break whatever maybe happen. Yeah, so what? I just, maybe function the same after an operation maybe functions worse. Who knows? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Life goes on. Life goes on. But if you don't fight, you don't achieve greatness, and you cannot do something good for who's around you. And real men do that. Real men do that. Fight. And I'll be honest, like fight, like I feel like I really stepped up in say fight. And this story is to remind you to put yourself through tough and uncomfortable situations in order to make yourself comfortable with them, because at the end of the day, comfort makes you harder. It's crazy, right? I feel like crazy because I feel like I'm someone that I was kind of already um, in a good strong mind. I kind of feel like I also stepped up a lot with this new experience. And I've also realized that, life is easy when you put yourself through tough times. Like having less fear of fighting, relief. It's a relief. It's like, okay, it's fine. whether maybe before I would be scared to put myself in some specific situations because of this. I mean, not really. Or maybe yes, but you know what I mean. Let's keep going, guys. As you grow, you're scared about thing that is going to make you stronger, tougher, better yourself, but you're scared, you have anxiety about doing it. Jump. That's the moment when you jump. When it feels scary, you jump. Especially if it's something good. We're not thinking about suicide here, okay? Something that's going to make you a better person. All right, guys. Hope you're smash your week, and I'll see you in the next one.